Hello, good evening, Tribuners. Welcome back with me, Mutiara, in Indonesian News of Tribun Lampung. We will present you an updating and interesting information from every place in Indonesia. And here, the complete news. The first news is, floods inundate people's houses in North Mongkat. Floods in North Motongkat village, Motongkat district, East Bolang, Mongondo Regency caused 3 residents' houses to be swept away. Based on information from the Baltim Regional Disaster Management Agency through Secretary Fitra Damopoli, the flood occurred at around 4:30 p.m. on Sunday, April 3, 2022. The first flood occurred in February 2022. She revealed that 3 residents' houses were swept away by the current. There are even houses that cover the road. The water level is approximately 1 meter, and currently the Regional Disaster Management Agency team is carrying out preventive efforts to explore and identify related impacts caused by flooding. Then the team is coordinating with cross sectors. Until now, the floods still inundated houses and roads in North Mongkat village. The Regional Disaster Management Agency appealed to residents to always be extra vigilant given the uncertain weather. The next news comes from Garut. Heavy rain accompanied by strong winds damaged hundreds of houses. Heavy rain accompanied by strong winds again hit several areas around urban Garut Regency on Sunday, April 3, 2022. Previously, 3 sub-districts in Garut were hit by a tornado that caused the roof of a warehouse in the Chopong area to be heavily damaged on Saturday afternoon. The chief executive of the Garut Regional Disaster Management Agency, Satria Budi, said that this time, a hydrometeorological disaster damaged at least 117 houses belonging to residents of Ciwalan Village, Garut Regency. He said there were no fatalities as a result of the hydrometeorological disaster. However, the affected houses were damaged, especially on the roof of the house. The terrible moments of the wind blowing the shopping area were also caught on camera by residents. It appears that the condition of the shops on Ahmad Yani Street was hit by the wind, causing several billboard frames to fly. The billboards are large enough to almost hit 4-wheelers in the area. Several 2-wheel vehicles also fell when hit by the powerful wind. The next news is, entering the month of Ramadan, traffic flow in the Tawang Mangu area is monitored smoothly. Traffic flow in the Tawang Mangu area, Karanganyar Regency, entered the beginning of Ramadan 1443 Hijriah on Sunday, April 3, 2022. It was observed to be sloping. Only a few vehicles crossed the route in front of the Tawang Mangu Tourism Market, Karanganyar Regency. Based on the observation of TribunSolo.com on Solo Tawang Mangu Way, at around 11:30 a.m., the traffic flow was observed to be sloping. Seen only a few vehicles, both motorcycles, private cars, and trucks crossing the road. Then only a few traders selling on the side of the road. Even so, it looks like a private car is in the parking lot of the Tawang Mangu Tourism Market. Many of these cars are parked in one of the tourist destinations in Karanganyar Regency. The traffic flow was still sloping until around 1 o'clock p.m. Then the flow of traffic on the Tawang Mangu Matesi road was also observed to be sloping. Not many vehicles cross alternative routes to Karanganyar City. There are no points of congestion that arise along the road. You can see shops and food stalls on the street that are still closed. The next news comes from Medan. Alleged falsification of patient death documents at a hospital. The Royal Primar General Hospital is under threat of being charged with falsification of documents by the Medan City Resort Police. The reason is the hospital makes claims that people who are still alive are declared dead. For this claim, Henry Manik, a living person who was declared died, did not accept it and report it to the Medan City Resort Police. The head of the Criminal Investigation Unit at the Medan City Resort Police, Police Commissioner Muhammad Firdaus, explained that currently his party has received reports from victims. He said that he would process the victim's report and call a number of witnesses related to the alleged falsification of the document. Furthermore, Firdaus said the police would also summon the Medan Royal Prima General Hospital for questioning. Regarding the case of living person being declared dead, the legal of the Royal Prima Medan General Hospital, Yunita Eva Suzana, spoke up. She said that before the case of the living being declared dead appeared, her party had treated a patient on behalf of Henry Manik in 2020 years ago. At that time, the patient on behalf of Henry Manik came for treatment to the General Hospital of Royal Prima Medan, brought by her family named Glora Pasaribu. Henry Manik was treated using a third-class BPJS card. He explained that upon arrival at the Royal Prima General Hospital, the family immediately registered the patient. Surprisingly, the patient identity was also registered with the Population and Civil Registration Service. Eva continued, the patient arrived at the hospital in an emergency and urgently needed medical help. Furthermore, he said that the patient had been hospitalized for approximately 3 days at the Royal Prima General Hospital in Medan until finally he died. Then after 2 years of running, Eva was surprised that suddenly a resident with this identity stated that he was still alive and reported a case of falsification documents to the resort police of the big city Medan. Eva also admitted that she did not know anything about the data. She also said that her office was only carrying out its duty to treat patients. She suspected that there was an error in the data from the Population and Civil Registry Service when registering EKTP and BPJS. The next news is the case of tourists who set off firecrackers in the Komodo National Park area. A number of tourism actors in Labuan Bajo, West Manggarai Regency, Flores Island met with the Komodo National Park Center on Friday, April 1, 2022. Their arrival to meet the head of SPT and Region 2 Komodo National Park Hall, Gatot Kunchoro Edi, discussing the incident of tourists who set off firecrackers in the Komodo National Park area, which went viral on social media on Thursday, March 31, 2022. Representatives of tourism actors, Avandi Wijaya, said the meeting was held at the initiative of tourism actors. They are concerned about the action of tourists who can damage conservation in the Komodo National Park area. Tourism actors also provide input on establishing synergy between Komodo National Park, the implementing agency for the Labuan Bajo Flores Authority, the Maba regional government, and the tourism actors in Labuan Bajo. His party also asked for discussion with all parties, including tour guides, travel agents, and the Komodo National Park Office regarding the conservation and management of the Komodo National Park area. The head of the SPTN for the 2 Komodo National Park halls, Gatot Kunchoro Edi, welcomed the visit of the tourism actors. The Komodo National Park Office, he continued, received input from tourism actors as recommendation for managing the Komodo National Park area. Gatot explained that his party consistently conducts socialization regarding what visitors can and cannot do in Komodo National Park. The next news is stabbing case due to drugs occur in Bangka. Drug problems were the reason why 19-year-old Yoga Saputra stabbed his friend who is still related Agung Maulana at the night entertainment place Dragon Cafe 99 Sungai Liat, Bangka Regency on 30th of January 2022 ago. According to Yoga, he was asked to join forces to buy methamphetamine. However, the methamphetamine he received was not what he wanted, which made him angry. Yoga admits that he harbored such annoyance. On Friday, January 30, 2022, he learned of Agung Maulana's whereabouts at the 99 Dragon Cafe. At that time, he had consumed quite a lot of alcohol. Yoga then came to the 99 Dragon Cafe and there was a stabbing. After the incident, Yoga fled to the forest next to the cafe and hid the evidence that was used to stab him as well as the sweater he was wearing, so he wouldn't be recognized. Yoga had time to accompany the victim to the medical hospital, but on the way, Agung died. The last news is Ramadan market in Mabun Tanjung in South Kalimantan. Various culinary goods are sold by traders who fill the location of the Ramadan market Mabun Tanjung 2022, Tanjung Expo Center, Murung Pudak District, Tabalong Regency, South Kalimantan Province. At the Ramadan market Mabun Tanjung, which was officially opened on Sunday, April 3, 2022, it was recorded that there were about 35 booths used by traders to sell. The head of tourism for the Yacht, Sport and Tourism Office of Tabalong, Lilis Martadiana, in a report at the opening of the Mabun Tanjung Ramadan Market, said that this Ramadan Market is in several locations. Meanwhile, the opening ceremony was held at the Mabun Tanjung Ramadan Market at the Tanjung Expo Center, Mabun Village, Murung Pudak District. For the traders who filled the booth, apart from Mabun and its surroundings, there were also those from Murung Pudak District, Tanjung, and Balangan District. Well, I think that's all the news for today with me, Mutiara. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.